Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. It's that time of year. It's the time where everybody gathers around the fireplace and listens to Grandpa drunkenly tell old war stories. My favorite time of the year, and that is the holiday season. And in light of that holiday season, today I'm gonna tell you a little story. People have asked, hey, how did you fuck up your arm? So today, we're gonna go over that. Flashback about 2-ish years ago, I think it was a while ago. I had this really big Volvo station wagon. I really like grandma cars. I don't know why, I always have. I currently drive a grandma car, so everything seems to check out. I had gotten that car under the assumption that it needed new brakes because it was making a pretty bad squealing, you know, whatever, common brake issues. It was just, it made me think that, oh, I just needed to put new pads on it, whatever. So I ordered the pads, everything comes in fine, and I'm hanging out with some friends at a mall that day. And we're hanging out for a little bit, and I was like, oh, you know, I need to get back home because I need to change my brake pads, and my mom's gonna be making dinner tonight, so I gotta go be back home. And this is, how old am I now? 22? I guess I had just turned, oh, this is before I even turned 20. I was 19 at the time. Holy shit, I'm old. I get home and I go to jack up the car, and I was like, oh shit, I don't have a jack. I don't have like a floor jack. All I have is like the little shitty one that comes with the car, you know, whatever. Like, it'll work on the side of the road. It should work fine right now. Well, I'm looking underneath the car, you know, I'm checking up there. I was like, where are the jacking points on this? Like, okay, you know, and there's little 2 divots there. Maybe that's it. I was like, okay, I guess. I put it on it, and I was like, this doesn't look solid. Whatever, I guess I'll keep going anyway. So I'm you know, I jack up the car, it's sitting up top or whatever. I get the wheels off, and I was like, okay, everything's good, everything's cool. And I get to the bottom bolt of the back of the brake caliper, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm cranking on it. I'm like, it's not fucking going, it's not going. And I guess I should preface, I didn't have anything my e-brake in that car didn't work, and I didn't have anything really to put behind like the tires so the car wouldn't roll back. The story gets, you kind of listen and you go, what the fuck is wrong? Why didn't you do that? You know what? So, you know, I'm underneath the car, and I'm trying to crank on the bottom of this brake caliper, and I'm like, shit, this is not coming off. And then I see the car just kind of start rolling back. I was like, oh shit, that can't be nice. And it's fucking the jack, I'm watching it just go whoo, boom, and the car fucking lands on my arm. And like I said, I'm at my mom's house, and my mom's out back cooking, you know, on the grill. She hears me screaming. I'm like, fuck, this shit is on my arm. I'm stuck. She comes running out. She's like, oh shit, what happened? And I'm under there. I'm like flailing like a fish out of water. I was like, I have a car on my arm. And the thing is like, it doesn't hurt. It just felt like someone was like really gripping you real hard and not letting go. It was like, this is not good. Like, this is bad. My brother comes outside, and he runs into the street, and he goes, yeah. He starts waving at just like traffic. And the guy, there's this dude that pulls up. He's like my neighbor or whatever. He lived across the street, and he pulls over, and he's like, oh, what's going on here? You know, like, some fucking laying in the car. I'm like, help. He walks up, he goes, oh yeah, look at that. He's like, did you not put, I was like, guy, I am stuck as fuck right now. I kind of need your help. They pick up the car because the jack was weird. It was like, it wasn't one of the normal like scissor jacks that kind of goes in and then pushes up. It was like an arm that went like this, and I don't know how it works even to this day. I don't have the car anymore, obviously, but. And so they lift it up with the fender, like by the fender well. They like pick this car up enough to where I can slide my arm out underneath. You know, they call the ambulance and 911, and they get there and they just fucking relentlessly start roasting me. Where's your tire? Why didn't you put a tire underneath? Why didn't you do all this? I was like, that is behind us. You guys are last week. As I'm sitting here, I'm just like, this hurts. Like. Can we go? And I don't remember what happened. I think I'd sat on like the stretcher and whatever on my own. You know, they got me in, and my mom's boyfriend he works with the fire department. He's like a captain. The guy that so happened to be in the ambulance that day, he's like, oh yeah, you know him? Oh yeah, I they call me the overtime whore. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, let's get a selfie together. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? So this dude, no joke, as I'm riding in a fucking ambulance, he goes, yeah, let's take a selfie right now. He pulls out his phone, and he goes, as I'm fucking like goddamn comatose on the stretcher, just like, this is not how I expected first aid, like medical, like first responders to respond. Definitely, they have every right to roast you for some stupid shit, and it was some stupid shit, but it was really funny that I was just like, the fuck? What is going on here? He gets to the ER. They're like, oh, do you care about this shirt at all? I was like, it's like a plain black shirt. I was like, no. Like, does it look like it's anything special? They yank my pants off, my dick flies out, It wasn't this motion. Trust me, a little. Thankfully, it was before either of my parents got there. It was just, they give you this shot and they're like, all right, it's gonna feel like you pissed yourself, but that means it's working. I was like, what? They give it to you and you're like, this is a weird feeling, and you go, and then you feel like you're just sitting in a pool of piss. And then I have to stay there overnight. We're worried that you're gonna get a, what the fuck do they call it? Compartment syndrome? They're like, oh, you gotta stay overnight. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I wake up at like 11 o'clock at night or whatever it was. My phone was buzzing and I pick it up. It was just Instagram, whatever. My mom had texted someone, obviously my family, like, hey, Neiko's in the hospital. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And I'm grabbing my arm, or I'm grabbing my phone, and I have the IVs in my wrist. I don't remember exactly where they were. Or maybe it was on the top of my hand. And I dropped my phone directly on the bolt of the bed, and it just lands flat on it and just busts my phone. Completely goes through the screen protector and everything. Just busts that shit wide open. It's like, fuck. Like, I can't catch a break. Looking back on it now, I can laugh at it and be like, wow, I was a fucking dumbass. But it took me a long time to get back underneath the car and work. It was a really, really odd experience to try to start, changing my own oil again or getting underneath the car for anything. I take all the proper precautions, tires underneath, jack stands, the whole nine, and it's cool now, but like, I took a long ass time to kind of figure out how to be underneath the car again and not be afraid of it. So I just wanted to kind of explain that story because it is a decent, memento of being a dumbass permanently on me. I felt like that deserved a little bit of a clarification. I still have use of all my fingers on my hand and everything, and I have most of my feeling. I have a little bit of lack of sensitivity right here, but I can still function just fine. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to make a little explanation, a little story time about my arm. I appreciate all the kind words that I've been getting about editing and how my videos have actually been doing. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback recently, so I thank all you guys for that. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I have a special project coming out very soon. More news to come on that in early 2021, so fingers crossed that comes out just as good as we're hoping it will. And if you guys want to see anything special, let me know. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Roller coaster, roller coaster.